Welcome back to Christian Academy Southwest Campus. You know, one of the most important things for your family, for your students, is that when you come here, making sure you feel like you belong, and this is a place for you. So we're going to kind of dive deeper into that here in this segment and introduce you, especially to a family that's calling this place home. A number of their children go to school here. I'm joined by Olivia Brierly, who's a kindergarten teacher, also an alum of the school, Ken and Tammy Crow, and their family, Bella, Mila, Madoche, Eli and Nate, and Anna Carson joining us once again, the principal. Well, Olivia, I have to talk to you first because I want to mention to everybody you're an alum, and actually your handprint is right behind us,
yes,
right? On something that your mom made.
Yes, she made that with every little stitch. Yes,
that has to tickle you to death, walking in here every day and knowing that you've been a part of the kind of the fabric of this place.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
I've been a part of this family since 2000. I entered this school at second grade. At first, there was only a kindergarten, first grade, and second grade, and we just added 1 year each year. And I entered this school in 2006, and we had K through 8 at that time, and a beginning preschool. And this school is just so precious to me. It's a small family, you know, between the students and the teachers, and the love is evident between the teachers and the students.
I think it's so cool you'd come back to be a kindergarten teacher here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I saw the opening, and I just felt the Lord drawing me here, and He accepted me into the family again.
Oh, well, we talk so much about families. So I want to introduce you to one family here, Ken and Tammy. This is such a big part of your lives, you know, to say we want all the kids to go here. Why was it important for you?
Well, when we moved here in 2013, we had two, and one was school age, so we were looking for a preschool. So we brought Bella, did our research, and landed at Christian Academy as being the preschool that we wanted her in. And then as each of the children became school age, we recognized as we fell in love with the preschool that it was the right place. It set in our heart a place that balanced what we were teaching our kids at home, what they were learning in church, and what they could learn in school, looking at the whole world through a lens that through God, rather than having distortions or distinctions where they couldn't talk about things at school and they could at home in church. So it became that balanced place for us, and we really feel like we partner with the teachers of each of our kids to teach our kids.
And Tammy, we had a chance to talk to Bella earlier. You know, it has to make you so proud. Like, you know, what difference do you notice, like when your kids come home? What do they say about school? What do they enjoy? What do they love?
I feel like it's so noticeable when they come home because they have good stories. They're most likely excited about something they've done or something they've learned, something that ties back into church or something we've talked about. And they always are eager to share that information instead of me pulling it out of them with 50 million questions with one-word answers. Yeah. That's never the case. They're always got a funny story about how the teachers told them something, but then Lord's teaching them at the same time.
Yeah. And you have to feel proud, too, that you feel like, you know what, when we wrap up our time here, you know that they're going to be okay in the world and go out there, right?
100%. We've, as Ken said, Bella started in preschool, and now she's in 7th grade, and the difference that she's gained in her confidence, I have no doubt in my mind that she's going to be exactly who God's wanted her to be through high school and college without fail.
Yeah, we have a confident family, so congratulations. They've been so great. You know, it's hard to be on TV and to stand up here. I know, you know. Anna, you know, thank you so much for hosting us throughout this hour. You know, again, you know, one thing I do want to mention too, so we want to mention this for everybody. You guys are a pre-K through high school, like just the basic system. And so talk about that and why that process is really key to have, that you have that option for everybody in the system.
It's a wonderful option with the system because there's 3 campuses. Now, this campus is preschool through 8th grade. Yeah. And then we have 2 other campuses, preschool through 12th grade. So it allows a family that wants to partner. They're the #1 teacher. They're the #1 influencer. But when they love God and they want their students in an environment that support what they believe and hold true to that, and they want their child to grow up to know God, love God, and serve God, Christian Academy provides that. And it starts from those littles at age 3, just learning the big picture of God's Word and who God is. So we're so thankful for that.
And thank you for explaining the system, because, a part of our show showing all the campuses, it's important to see maybe you need to be at this location. Maybe now it's time for that, to show how everything kind of ties together and works together. You all are kind of always in concert with each other.
Yes, we work together curriculum-wise, technology-wise, teacher training, professional development. So it's really a body and an opportunity to make sure our students, whether they move into Indiana, whether they relocate, they still have that system to flow with them and connect where they need to grow and develop a heart for God.
You make it super smooth for the families, most definitely. So if somebody out there is interested in kind of beginning the process, like what is the first step to kind of learn more?
Absolutely. So you can call the school that you're looking at. The school for this campus, Southwest, is 447-6500. And our website is great. So it's caschools.us. Schools starting with the S and ending with the S. It shows all our campuses, and you would just click the admissions tab, and I would encourage them to call, do the application, do a tour, do a shadow, come and see who we are, and see if that's where God's bringing you as well.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for spending the time with us all morning. Thank you so much for sharing your story. All you have to do is just go to caschools.us. Stay with us. We're going to wrap up the show after this.